Welcome back to watching Storyboard. With the launch of Zest in August this year, Tata Motors entered the fast-growing compact sedan segment. Zest is also the first car to be launched under Tata Motors' new strategy to turn around the company's weak domestic business. The marketing strategy was simple: generate buzz throughout the year and ensure that activations across all mediums drive footfalls and sales. I caught up with Tata Motors passenger vehicles marketing head Delna Avari to understand what the ROI on activations, especially an unusual innovation in print, is. Listen in. How important was the launch of Zest for Tata Motors?
So as you know, we launched the Horizon Next strategy, which is how we are taking forward the transformation of Tata Motors, and Zest is that first product after our announcing that strategy. So obviously it was extremely important for the organization that we got it right. The way we approached the market was we understood where the consumer need was.
Okay.
For us, it was about taking feedback from the market. The way we designed the Zest was around that entire philosophy. We've been true to our strategy as far as Horizon Next is concerned, which is the entire pillars of design, drive, connects, the kind of products that we take out there. We've been confident about it. We've not had a very strong play in this market, and really that's what we've done with the Zest.
When you sat down to design the marketing strategy, what did you do differently this time as in the approach to market Zest?
It really was about getting the medium right.
Okay.
The marketing entire mix, and we were very clear that it was just not about doing a 360-degree strategy as such. It was every single medium that we used. We looked at how would we innovate in that medium and have the ripple effect of that medium take it forward. To give you an example, whether it was TV, print, digital, outdoor, activation, each of them we had a very strong lead idea. And taking that idea, we went forward. So for example, on TV, we decided to partner with obviously Star Plus, which is a very, very strong channel out there. It's the biggest. And what we did is we partnered with them on all their 9 primetime shows. And you had the protagonists go out there and actually talk about having taken a test drive in the Zest. So you created for an entire week. You had, through prime time, you actually had people coming out there and saying, we've test driven the Zest, have you? So you created a connect immediately with the audience. Now, this is an innovation on TV. Simultaneously, you have the normal TV campaign that's running as well, but you've actually created an entire conversation and a ripple effect in that medium. Similar things were done for the print medium, for the digital medium, for the on-ground medium. So each medium we actually created something innovative, took that medium forward in a manner such.
Okay. New celebrities. There was a time with IFA. There was, I think you had a competition online, and that with Ranveer Singh, there was a type there. Then again, television stars. What is this strategy using celebrities?
So what's very interesting with the Zest is we unveiled it in February.
At the Auto Expo.
At the Auto Expo. And the commercial launch really was in August, September. So keeping the buzz interest alive and continuously connecting with the audience was really the challenge. And what we thought is that how do we, it's also a very interesting mix if you look at the Zest consumer group. It's not something that you can just immediately put down as a demographic. It really is an upwardly mobile customer. It's someone who's comfortable with design, technology. At the same time, it's also mass. From that time to now, IFA was something that we were the principal sponsors of. And with IFA, therefore, we used a lot of our association out there to get people to see the product, see the Zest in a new way, to actually have even people who are stars actually enjoy the product, engage with the product, they signed the product, they sat in the product, they talked about it. So it was just a very quick connect with the audience. The Star Plus, what I mentioned to you, really is about, again, a different kind of audience. So Tata cars, for instance, have a certain kind of consumer who has been very easy to get along with or understand the brand, or understands the brand very easily. Sometimes we found that that brand is not always understood by women. So how do you build that connect? How do you build that connect? And Star Plus, some of the biggest soaps, you actually have a lot of young ladies who actually came out there and said that, you know, we have experienced the cars. So you actually had that kind of a connect that was building as well with the audience.
The initiative that you did with the Leading Daily, what was the ROI on that when you had a key that was attached and that said, you know, test drive?
There has been such a change in the way the cars have evolved from Tata Motors. People needed to actually experience it. So every initiative we did, even the one on Star Plus, was about having a very clear test drive, right? The initiative when we came up with print, how do we kind of get more and more people to experience the product? So we actually put a physical key in there.
Yeah.
Now, the launch communication, if you look at it, would have always been a nice full page or a 4-page jacket, all of that. You do that, but you're by adding just that little element of a physical key, which we incidentally barcoded. So you actually had a barcoded key that you took in, and on an app you just scanned it and all your data was captured out there once you took a test drive. So we drove a lot of traffic into the showrooms. While I cannot give you investment numbers, I can tell you that we had actually a 6 times higher reaction to that communication than we've had to a similar communication with the same publication. So with Times of India, same kind of communication in the past. For this communication where you just added that key, you had a 6 times higher kind of walk-in or reaction to the communication.
So you're saying, when you say 6 times higher, you're attributing that to the prop, or you're saying the kind of media space that you get?
Definitely the media space, but I'm also doing a correlation to the fact that the kind of communication you had there, it got people excited to come in there. What was also interesting is post this, we did a feedback on did people recall it. So you actually had an 84% recall of that communication by readers, and you actually had 63 or 64% people say that this was an innovation that they've not seen in a while. We were also very clear that who were we pushing in there? Were we getting people who were just random? So we actually had a lot of checks even at the dealerships, that did you have the right quality of people walking in, or was it people who just thought it's a contest? You'll be happy to know that there were actually people who really wanted, because if you won the car, you still have to pay all the taxes and all of that. So it's not free, right? So you got the right kind of people to actually walk in and to experience the product. So from that point of view, I think it was probably one of our most successful campaigns. It's also something that has now put back a lot of pressure on saying, okay, what next? Because now you have, when you see those kind of returns on your communication, you have a pressure saying, okay, what next?
Which is what I was going to come to. But first I'm going to ask you about competition. This is obviously compact sedan is another fast growing segment, but it has stiff competition. You have Honda Amaze and Swift Desire, the 2 big ones in the segment. What has been your competitive strategy?
Look, we have a very strong product itself, right? At the end of the day, the Zest is an incredibly good product that we have there. Lot of first-in-class features. So forget the fact that the design itself matters a lot here, and the design, it's a beautiful car. A lot of people say it looks like a compact sedan from ground up, which it is. But in addition, the kind of things that you've given in terms of the Revotron engine or the multi-drive mode or the Connect Next features, these are all segment first features which have got the imagination of people. So at the end of the day, what you have to offer the consumer has to be extremely strong. And with that, we have the Zest. The Zest is a winner in that. There's no doubt about it. Of course, there are strong players in the market. We respect them. And it's a fair market space. So you are actually competing fairly. You have something good to offer. Our endeavor is that you get more and more people to try our product. They've experienced the Zest, then it's really up to them.